Bro, man just loves to roast everyone before the fight.
Well, yeah, that's fun.
Twitter's been going off, though. Everyone is saying that KSI should have won the fight.
I don't think he should have won the fight. If anything, they should have just been a draw, and it was 90% clenching. Who's ready to rumble?
Welcome, everyone, to Fly Under the Radar. I'm Timothy, and this is William.
Yo.
And this is the show where we as brothers laugh, tell stories, and share our experience about this crazy world that we live in. And yeah, this week was pretty fun. Yesterday, we actually ended up watching the Tommy Fury versus KSI fight with the boys.
Yeah, bro, we had a fun time, dude. We
munched on food.
We made homemade nachos, bro. So you already know. It was a fun time. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
we brought so much food too, bro.
This
guy was such a fat ass, dude. It was just keep eating food and keep ordering more and more on Uber Eats.
But I have a good explanation for it because, as you guys know, I'm trying to get a six-pack by the end of the year. But I found this new thing online. It's called the 36-hour fast or whatever. So basically, I don't know if this is fact or not. You know, I could just be, talking out of my ass here, but basically how it works.
You normally do, so.
No, you do. It's 36 hours where you okay. It's 36 hours where you don't eat food and then you get to eat for 12 hours. And then you just kind of do it. So basically, if you think about it, it's basically you're eating every other day. And yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. And it's actually working. I've been losing a bit of weight because I guess the thought process behind it is that even if you try and pig out in those 12 hours, you're never going to eat as much as you will in 2 days. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think the amount of calories you can intake, your stomach is just so big, right? So even if you pig out, you'll be probably eating one meal in those 12 hours if you pig out, right?
Yeah. So,
except if you're this guy, because this guy was eating a lot.
Bro, it wasn't that much. We had nachos, pizza, and then Krispy Kreme.
Bro, if you guys never had Krispy Kreme donuts, they're not even comparable to Tim Hortons donuts, dude.
Yeah, I hear people say Tim Hortons are better than Krispy Kreme, and I'm
bro.
Have you never had Krispy Kreme? They melt in your mouth.
Bro, we might have to go today and buy some.
I can't eat today. I'm on my fast every other day. Yesterday I eat, today I don't eat.
Well, I was saying for me, my guy, not for you.
Okay, fatty. All right. Well, yeah, that was a pretty fun time. I've never actually done that before.
Fast, you mean?
That. Well, maybe I've had in the past, but I'm talking more about the fight. I've never actually bought a pay-per-view fight before and actually sat down with the boys. Usually, I do some other methods.
Bro, you can say it. I swear, okay.
No. Usually my friend, he tells me how he does it, and I'm like, yo, that's a cool story. So I've never done this myself, but basically how he does it is he watches it illegally online. But obviously we would never do that because, we want to support the creators.
What are you talking about, bro?
Those cracked and hacked live streams.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what my friend actually did for yesterday's fight? He lives in the US, but basically he got a VPN. And then he bought the fight in Poland. And he was actually 90% cheaper. But I don't think you're supposed to do that because that's against the terms of service or whatever. But man saved a lot of money. So that guy is 200 IQ. I would never do that. But my friend that I know did that. So yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Have you ever watched boxing stuff like that before, or MMA live? Because I know you probably
but not legally, bro.
Whoa! I don't know what you're talking. Yeah, just for jokes.
But I was at my friend's house anyway, so.
So you didn't do it. You didn't commit the crime.
Dude, I swear, torrenting stuff online is not even an offensible crime.
Bro, my friend in Germany apparently watched something online illegally, and then he got a $2,000 fine.
But that's Germany,
bro. Germany,
we're in Canada, bro.
Bro, I don't know.
What are they gonna do?
Who knows, man? With Canadian,
ask us to write a note that says, "Hey, sorry that we didn't, pay for the pay-per-view, bro." Stop.
No, they're gonna fine. I don't know, bro, how this shit works online. I feel it's so the line is so thin. You know what I mean? It's first of all, how do they tell? Second of all, like, there's probably millions of people doing it, so it's like, how are they gonna find everyone? Like, I feel like the amount of resources it takes just to find those people probably costs more than actually
Well, yeah.
the fine that they get from finding the people. So,
Like, I mean, I don't know. I just think that if you have a means to watch the fight, watch it. If you want to support them and actually pay for the pay-per-view, go for it. But speaking about the fight, I think that was probably like one of the two worst fights I've seen in my life, dude.
all right, relax. Before we get into that, we can get into the question of the week because that's going to be our main topic. Obviously, the fight. We're going to go through the full analysis. We're probably just going to talk about the top 4 fights because the rest of them were kind of like, we might touch on them, but like I feel like the 4 top fights we'll talk about, like Tommy Fury, KSI, Logan Paul, Dylan Dennis, Salt Pappy Slim, and then Dean the Great and Waleed Shark. Those were like the main fights, we would say. So we'll get more into that. But before, each week, if you guys are new to the podcast, we do a question of the week. So I wanted to make this question about, boxing, because, that's kind of the theme of the podcast today. And yeah, if you guys want to be in the next question of the week, feel sure to
comment below and let us know.
So, question of the week. If you could invent a new rule in boxing to make matches more entertaining, what would it be and how would it shake up the sport?
A new rule in boxing.
Mm-hmm.
So, I normally don't watch boxing.
But we know generally what the rules are.
Generally, but there's like some things that might be that I have no idea about, right?
So
like obviously hitting it behind the head, you can't do that.
Yeah.
And you lose points for that or whatever.
Yeah.
But I have no idea what the rules are regarding clenching.
So what I understand from clenching is like, it's not like, what's the word? It's not like not allowed, but it's not like encouraged. Yeah. So if someone is doing it like intentionally, then they're gonna like take some points off as well. But it's really hard to tell who's the one initiating it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Okay, but like, can we go back to the question?
Yeah, but my question would be, why
do you always do this, sir? Just like give an answer. It doesn't have to be like,
The
perfect.
answer is this: no clenching, my guy. I think clenching is so stupid.
So you would say the new rule would be just zero clenching allowed.
Boxing is about having hands up and striking your opponent. It's not about bear hugging your guy. That's wrestling.
Okay, so then my question would be, to add on to that, what would they do to like make it so like there's no clenching? Because obviously unintentionally there's going to be clenching, so it's like, are there going to be point reductions? Like,
yeah, I would say either point reductions, or if they start clench, then they just automatically like either the ref stops them and moves them, or it's just instinct where they like, instead of clenching, just push each other off and keep fighting. You know what I mean?
It's just a bit hard because if they are clenching and then they have to push, then the person that pushes away, the other person gets the punch. That's why nobody wants to kind of go away. So it's a bit of a weird one. But no, I definitely agree with you that like,
I don't know, dude. I just think clenching like ruins the sport. Like, maybe, like, sure, you need to clench because, like, in the sport of boxing, it's like you are only allowed to punch standing up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you have to try to knock out the other opponent. And you can't, like, follow up like in other sports when they are falling to the ground. Like in MMA, if you punch someone and they're, like, wobbly, you go and you beat the shit out of them on the ground. In boxing, it's about, getting good strikes in and knocking someone out and until they fall, count to 10 and that shit, right? So I don't see how clenching, and maybe I'm wrong, I'm not a boxing expert, right? But I just don't see, like, watching clenching is not entertaining for the sport, right?
100%.
And I just think, like, the key point of boxing is, like, striking and defending with the gloves, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I think that would be a good rule, but like, the implementation will be a bit hard. But no, I see what you're getting at. For sure, it will make the fight more entertaining. So, what would I add as a rule? Honestly, like, I feel like a fun rule would be like letting them hit below the belt. I feel like that would be more entertaining.
Dumb, bro. You're so
bro,
stupid.
bro. But this is for entertainment purposes. entertainment purposes. This would never
Nah,
happen.
shut up,
But
dude.
like, if they allowed it below the belt, and there people are trying to go for the nutsack,
No.
think about it though. If you go for the nutsack, then you're more like,
Have you ever been like kicked in the balls before?
Yeah, but how about if they have to wear a cup? You know what I mean?
Doesn't matter, bro.
Yeah, but like, this is for entertainment purposes only.
But it's a sport with competition. Okay?
Okay, then how about no balls, but only their ass, so they can punch their butt?
But they're facing each other.
Yeah, but
if they
like-
can't punch behind the head, why would they reach around for their ass, dude? That's kind of sus, bro.
I don't know, man. I feel like that would be more entertaining.
Nah, dude.
Okay.
Entertaining, bro.
That's
Dude,
the
this is
point.
for competition for sports, dude.
But this is called entertainment boxing. Well, that was part of the question, so I thought I would kind of switch it up there.
Yeah, hopefully you never become a judge or coach or someone in
What?
administrative purposes.
Bro, I would be
for-
a great coach, bro.
For which sport?
Every sport. The thing is with coaching, you don't have to be like that intuitive with the sport. You know what I mean? Because there's different types of coaches,
Well, yeah, there's like the house league soccer coaches.
No,
who
what I
are
was-
the parents
no,
who
not
just
what
tell
I-
the
no,
kids to go on the field, have a good time. Sure, you want to be
Not
that
what I was
coach?
talking
You can be
about.
that coach, bro.
Not what I was talking
Okay.
about. I was talking about in the highest level of performing, there's different types of coaches.
Sure.
Like there's
'Cause
the
there's different-
trainer coach and then there's the head coach. You think the head coach is telling people how to kick the ball or like box? Oh, well, I guess in boxing, yes. But like in like general sport,
Well, how do you become head coach, bro?
you just like you play the sport. Anyways, I think that is enough about the question of the week. So I think we should just get right into it. We're gonna have a lot to talk about here. So, I guess we can just start off with what did you think was the fight of the night before we kind of break them down. Fight of the night.
Did I keep forgetting their names? Just list out all the fights.
So Tommy Fury versus KSI.
That was the last one. Do it like in order from like,
Dylan Dennis versus Logan Paul.
fucking guy, dude.
Salt Poppy versus Slim, and then Dean the Great versus Waleed Shark.
I think the Slim fight was pretty good. Didn't Slim knock out
Yeah.
Or
he
knocked
knocked
down.
him. He knocked down.
that other dude?
Yeah, Salt Poppy, and then the Waleed Shark and Dean the Great one was the small guys.
Low key, it's funny because like the main cards, like the Logan Paul fight and the KSI fight, were not the most entertaining.
Yeah.
It was the other two fights that I would say are more entertaining. Which one was more entertaining? I don't know, bro. They were both really good. Because, like, in one of them, there was a knockdown. And then the other one, they were just, like, fighting, like, like anime characters, like, super
No,
fast. and
there was
everything,
both
right?
knockdowns in both of them, no? Yeah. No. Yeah, because
Was
Waleed
it?
got knocked down, and then Salt Poppy got knocked down.
I guess so.
What do you mean you guess so? Yes, that's what happened.
Yeah, I don't remember fully, bro.
Bro, it happened last night.
Yeah, I slept for, like,
okay.
11 hours, bro. Okay, my brain
Okay.
reset.
Okay. But yeah, no, I have to agree. Like the Tommy Fury and KSI fight, I think it was more entertaining than the Dylan Dennis Logan Paul fight.
Okay, that was entertaining for different reasons. Okay?
Yeah.
But as, like, a
Bro.
pure, like, fight, no. Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So do you want to like go through each one of the fights and give our opinions and thoughts about how they went and what we liked about them?
Yeah. But before that, did you I want to get your pre-game fight thoughts. Like, did you have what's your expectations when you watch these kind of things? Like, is it more like you're voting for some guy, or is it more like
So I'm pretty bad with names, and I only watch mostly MMA like casually. Like if
Mhm.
I'm going to a friend's house or like our cousins I have some people over, we're watching the fight, come over, that type of thing. Like I don't watch it religiously like every week or whenever they have it, every month or whatever.
yeah?
But when I do watch fighters, I usually just check I don't know. It's if I like them, well, okay, I'll be honest. Since I don't know most people, I just wait after the first round to see who I'm voting for, right? I mean, I like underdogs, so if like someone's an underdog, then I'm like, oh, maybe he can like, beat the guy who's favored to win. But
You just want to see people get knocked out.
I want to see people get knocked the fuck out.
Who doesn't?
And whoever does that, it wins my support. Right?
So whoever wins the fight wins your support if they knock them out.
Yeah.
Nice.
Basically.
Nice.
Unless it's like I'm watching like MMA and like a Polish guy is fighting, then even if the Polish guy gets knocked out, I'll still like root for him.
Gotta represent the homeland.
But
right?
like if they get knocked out, then it's like a very sour taste in my mouth. You know what I mean? Like it's like I want to rep the other dude, but I can't type thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
fair enough. All right, yeah, I just wanted to get your kind of thoughts on that before we actually start the analysis. So, I guess we start off with the first of the 4 fights. Again, well, honestly, before we get to those 4 fights, do you want to give your thoughts on the fights before, just like leading up to the top 4 fights? There was like, I think the most interesting one was the tag team, right? So,
I mean,
have you ever seen anything like that before?
Live, no. I know they existed, but like, I don't know. It's a weird concept, right?
But I think since this is more like for fun, like
that was more an entertainment thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And because and it was funny because it actually ended up as a draw, right?
Yeah, bro, Alex Wasabi, bro, the guy. If you guys don't know Alex Wasabi, man's been making content for years.
Yeah, but he like swapped to fighting recently, no?
Or some shit like, and he was wearing braids or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about, bro.
Bro, man was looking goofy, fam. But
he like walked out in like a One Punch Man type outfit. Like he had like a cape, red cape. Like he was repping like. Is he Filipino? Is he Mexican?
I don't actually know. I have absolutely no idea.
He was like repping like kind of like Mexican colors, like yellow, green, red, and shit. So I don't know, but
he instantly like knock down like Pineda right at the start or whatever, because I was getting food and apparently he knocked him down.
I think so. Yeah, it was a pretty interesting fight to be honest. It was like all funs and shits, but like. It was funny because I felt like there was like some tension between the two teams, but then afterwards they were like hugging it out and stuff.
Bro, we should run a tag team fight.
You'd be such dead weight, bro.
What do you mean?
He'd be such
bro,
dead weight.
Stop. I would actually be nice with it. Bro, give me like 6 months to train. Bro.
Yeah, we should join a boxing gym. What do you think?
I don't know, man. I want to get my money up first, you know what I'm saying? But all right, I think that was the most interesting fight out of the undercards. So now with the top 4 fights, Dean the Great versus Waleed Shark. I think that's when things started to heat up. So
that was a crazy fight because there was a lot of like good like punches, and a lot of people got wobbly in that fight. You know what I mean? Like
yeah. But before that, we wanna let's talk about like the whole thing. So like the walk. And then the actual, like, the fight. So, when they were walking down, give me your initial thoughts. Because you've never seen these guys before. What was kind of, who are you voting for before they even got into the ring? Because Dean the Great was wearing, like, that pink outfit. And Waleed was wearing a more low-key, like, that blue, kind of dark blue, navy.
Bro, you're thinking way too ahead, bro. I told you I literally vote for the person after the first round.
Yeah,
so for me, it's like I just on appearances I couldn't care less.
Bro, man just loves to roast everyone before the fight. Like,
well, yeah, that's fun. Whenever like I see these people I'm walking, I roast their haircut or like what they're wearing,
the song,
or like who they have, the song, who they're coming up with and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I just think it's funny, bro. You know what I mean? Like.
All right. So I'm just gonna go back to my thought process to the fight. So initially, Waleed like came in with the first punch and almost knocked Dean down. Like initially, just like a one punch, like boom, and got things started. And after that, kind of Dean just kind of took over for the most part.
Didn't Wally at the end, like last round, like fight back a lot too, or no?
Yeah.
He almost came back.
He came back.
Like, who I forget their names, dude. Dean, right?
Yeah.
He was like dominating the first like couple. Was it 4 or 5 rounds?
It was 5 rounds, I think.
Like the first, I'd say 3, 4. Well, the first round I think was kind of like a draw, Then for the next like 3 rounds, I think Dean was like,
Yeah, he
really-
got a knockdown. Then the mouth guard came out a few
he was
times.
going
as well.
at it, but then I feel like that last round, like Wally woke up all of a sudden.
Yeah, respect to Waleed. Even though he was losing the fight, man's like didn't fucking give up. Man's was,
I swear, like
going at it.
there are fighters like that like need to warm up. You know what I mean?
No, for sure.
Which is like it's a tactic, but I don't know if it's the best tactic. Because like if you're like giving up rounds early, then like you're forced to knock out your opponent later.
Yeah, but I think that's with any sport. Like when you swim or when you play soccer, like when you first get on the pitch, you're not like ready to go. You need to kick the ball a few times, run around before you're like warmed up and ready to go. You know what I'm saying? And I know they boxers actually warm up before they get on, right?
Yeah, I know. So that's why I'm like, I don't know. Fighting's just a weird sport.
It's just hard too because there's so many people watching. So the pressure is so much higher.
Well, I don't know. I never had a problem with like pressure in that sense, but I think different people react to that differently, right? Like people get butterflies when they're put on the spot and stuff, but I think just as like from an athletic point of view, that other sports like swimming and running, like you have to be warmed up before like you swim your sprint or you run your marathon or whatever, right? But for fighting, I think the difference is that since you're versing an opponent, you need to feel them out first. You know what I mean? You have to feel out how his like fighting style is and like how to counter it.
You were talking about yesterday the different weight classes. That was like a big thing, and how like the smaller fighters look so freaking fast when they're fighting, but their punches do like no damage. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the thing, because when you're light, you can move faster, but you have less knockout power, right? Of course, you have exceptions. You have with great fighters, like the regardless of like in their weight class, they have knockout power, right?
Of course.
But it's like
put that guy in a street fight. Put that guy in a street fight, and he's not doing nothing.
Well, I mean, yeah, like these guys who are like 130 pounds, like I could probably kill him in a street fight because I'm like 180, 190.
Yeah.
Like they have better fighting skills than me for sure, but just because of the weight, it's like not even close. Which most people on the internet will disagree with me, but that's just the truth. Weight, there's a reason why they have weight classes, because weight plays such a big role in a fighter's ability. Because if you have more weight, like in your neck and face and everything, when someone punches you in the head, if you have more weight, then you won't get knocked out from someone who's smaller than you.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's a crazy statement. I think a lot of people would agree with you.
Yeah, but then you have those fanboys who are like, "Oh, this fighter's the best. You know, he can knock out anyone in any weight class and stuff." These fanboys, you know what I mean?
But boxing is more of a technical sport, and I don't think it translates to like actual fighting as much as
obviously,
like
a street fight is like just whoever hits the other person first, dude. Because it's bare knuckle and shit, so...
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's like...
Let's go back to the fight a bit here. We kind of zoned away, but final thoughts on Dean the Great versus Waleed Shark fight.
I think that's like the type of fights that boxing should be.
I think low-key, every time I watch like a weight class that's really low, I find it to be more entertaining than most. Because I feel like as the weight goes up, there's more clenching, there's more... because they get slower, and fights are more determined based on who gets a lucky punch or who can like go through the defense and hit the other person first. Because these smaller guys, they'll hit a lot and they'll hit the guy. He'll be wobbling and stuff, so it looks cooler. Yeah.
But the bigger guys, they gas out easier too because they got more weight on them. You know what I mean? So. Yeah. So,
do you want to see Dean the Great and Waleed fight again? Together, or would you want to see them fight different people?
This is their second fight, no?
This was their second fight, but the
third fight.
No, second. The first one was a lot closer, but then even this one was pretty close till the very end.
I don't know, bro. I feel like Dean already beat this guy twice.
Yeah.
I don't see why he has anything else to prove. You know what I mean?
No, 100%. For me, I would. I don't think I want to see them fight each other, but I want to see them fight again because I think they're both pretty decent.
Oh
actually.
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So. if they do fight on Misfits again, I'm definitely gonna keep an eye out for that. So. All right, that was Dean the Great versus Wally Sharks. Next, we got Slim versus Salt Poppy.
Apparently, Salt Poppy was like undefeated. No, like he was like he was like really good.
So actually, Salt Poppy faced Anthony Taylor, Anthony Taylor faced King Kenny, which we're not gonna talk about because that fight was kind of dookie. Remember, you know Anthony Taylor, right? The guy with the OnlyFans on his ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy. So he faced Salt Poppy and beat Salt Poppy, and that was his last fight.
Oh.
And now Salt Poppy faced Slim, so he was 3-1 coming into this fight, and I think Slim was like 6-0 or something. So, man's been on the come up. And
Yeah.
talking about the fight, but Slim started off. It was so bad for Slim at the beginning, fam. Like,
yeah, I mean, I thought it was hilarious because all Poppy was doing was just smiling.
that's his thing, though.
Like a dummy, bro. But he was just like smiling and taking punches and smiling like a
because
dummy, bro.
it's like he loves to be there, fam. Like he has like a little bit of psychotic in him, you know.
I was gonna say like, that's not like normal human behavior, bro. But yeah, I don't know. But I feel like him doing that lost him the fight because this guy would like disrespectfully like put down his guard and shit too, you know.
But that's what he does, bro. That's like his like.
Okay, but if you do shit like that to someone who's undefeated, then you're gonna lose. You know what I mean?
He's like the people's champ. You know what I mean? Like everyone loves Salt Poppy. You know what I mean? Like he's the guy that everyone wants to fight. Like the first time, he was fighting, like he actually lost a lot of weight. By the way, he lost like 30 pounds or something. Like Mans was on a weight loss journey. So respect to him. The first fight he did, there was this one moment where like he was taunting the person, and the guy punched. He went back, like it just like his fist was right here of the guy, and then he punched him back, and everyone was so hyped because he looked like a professional fighter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because he like knew the distance and shit. And after that, everyone was like on the Salt Poppy hype train because it was like because he's some like TikToker or whatever, right?
Really?
Yeah. So it's like nobody expected it from him, but after he did that, like he's like the people's champ basically, and I think it was actually pretty close till that moment when Slim hit him pretty good, but I low-key want to see a rematch. I know people he's not gonna get a rematch, but like
Really, a rematch?
I think a rematch would be lit because after Slim got one punch, it was basically over. Like that was what, the third round or something like that. Like Salt Poppy was dominating the first two rounds.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So that's why I kind of want to see it because I don't want to say it was a fluke or whatever, but like definitely
It was closer than we'd expect, or what?
I think it was. If there wasn't that one punch, we would be having a completely different conversation right now. You know. But yeah, what were your thoughts on the fight?
I think it was a good fight. Like I said, I didn't enjoy Salt Poppy like taunting and like smiling and shit.
But how would you not enjoy that? I know you like boxing, but like I like that because it's the entertainment part of boxing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like for me, it's like because I'm just putting my like if I was in the fight, and this guy was doing this shit to me, bro. No shit, he lost, bro. Like I don't know. Like if you normally when it comes to fights, the most aggressive like person usually wins, right? Like yes, there's technique. Yes, there's like being calm and collected in the sense of like understanding like how to move your body and stuff. But look at nature, bro. The most aggressive males win. The most aggressive males are the alpha males that get all the bitches, bro. That's what happens in nature.
Fuck.
So in fighting, usually if you're more aggressive than your opponent, you have an edge on them. You have like a mental primal edge on them.
Mm-hmm.
So if that guy was taunting me, I would have got the mental edge on him because ain't nobody gonna be smiling at me while I'm punching him, bro. I'm gonna survive that shit.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I feel like he made the other guy more aggressive.
Okay.
So that's why the guy won. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah, no, I definitely can see that. Would you want to see them fight again, not together, but like individually? Like, do you like their boxing styles and stuff?
Well, I have to see Poppy again, bro.
Like, he's a fun guy to
Okay,
watch.
but I want to see him because I want to see his dumbass get knocked out again,
Nah,
bro.
bro.
Yes!
Bro,
He looks knockoutable, bro.
He's the people's champ, bro. Don't disrespect Salt Poppy like that, man. Don't disrespect.
Yeah.
How about Slim, though?
He was okay, man. You know what I mean?
He showed some good moments.
Yeah, he like boxed pretty well. He was like warming up at the start. He was trying to figure Poppy out.
Mm-hmm.
But once, he clipped him, it was like the tides have turned from there and stuff.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't know. I'm actually curious to see who they're going to fight next. I don't know if there's going to be another. I think there might be one more Misfits fight this year, but obviously, like, these fighters probably won't fight because Misfits is, KSI's boxing thing. So the thing is, like, KSI doesn't fight in all of his Misfits boxing things. You know what I mean?
Obviously.
Like, he has other people because he's trying to make it more of a league, like where he's not like the guy like just fighting because it's not sustainable long term.
Well, yeah,
obviously. And I don't know how it's gonna turn out, but I think we can maybe make some predictions later on about maybe talking about Misfits. But let's get back to the actual fights. So yeah, I think that's it for Slim and Salt Poppy, right? So we got Logan Paul and Dylan Dennis. So the build up to the fight was more entertaining than the actual fight.
I mean, I wouldn't even call that a fight.
Bro, Dylan Dennis went for the fucking paycheck, bro. Benz was like,
he made 0% on the pay-per-view.
Yeah, because I don't necessarily know how that works, but most boxers, I don't even know if I think only the main card makes a percentage, right?
No, Logan got 100% of that fight's pay-per-view or whatever.
No, he didn't. Logan got a percentage of the pay-per-view?
Well, yeah, it's Logan's league and KSI's.
It's not Logan's league. Misfits is just KSI.
Well, they get paid based on, like, other stuff, like advertisements and, like, just to fight. But they also, like, most fighters get a percentage of the pay-per-view for their fight, I'm pretty sure.
That's not how pay-per-view works, fam. Pay-per-view is for the full fight. People don't just pay for one fight. People pay for the whole fight.
I'm sure the fighters get a percentage of that pay-per-view.
Well, I don't know the logistics on that, to be honest. I thought it was just the main card who got a percentage of the pay-per-view because they're like the headline. Like, I feel like it's just...
But are you sure in this context there was more entertainment built up for, Logan Paul than KSI, bro?
That's debatable. I know people say that, but I was more hyped for KSI versus Tommy Fury. But I think that's because I'm more in the creator space, and I actually wanted to see that. Like,
I like the drama, dude.
That's what I mean. Like, if you weren't in the creator space, all you probably saw was the Dylan Dennis, Logan Paul stuff. But honestly, I had an inkling that Dylan Dennis was going to shit the bed. Like, I don't know what it was. But see,
this fight, Dylan Dennis didn't have to win this fight. Because Logan Paul tweeted and said that whoever walks in that ring is getting knocked out. So
yeah,
Logan
but everyone says they're going to knock the other person out in every fight, fam.
No, but this was like personal, dude. Because Dennis was calling, Logan's fiance a hoe and all this shit on Twitter.
But Dylan Dennis threw like 9 punches, fam.
But he didn't have to beat him in a fight to win.
That's what I mean. Like, I definitely understand.
Like, Logan won the battle, but Dennis won the war.
Yeah, but even now, like I don't even know, bro. Dylan Dennis is like, sure, it was all that cool shit and funny shit that he posted, but it's like, I wanted to see a fight, you know what I mean? And it was kind of like, you know what I mean? I know he didn't take it serious.
You wanted to see fights, but we didn't get fights, bro. Okay.
Bro, man tried to do some jiu-jitsu. Man literally fell down in the middle of the 3rd round.
Yeah, but that just, that's just to that's just to tell Logan that if he didn't have gloves on, he'd kill him in a street fight. That's the whole point, right? Like...
Yeah, but the thing is, I came to watch a boxing match, and I didn't get that, and I was pretty sad. But, hey, it is what it is, man. You get the paycheck for just stepping in the ring. So, I think for the money thing, there's like a bonus if you win, and there's like a knockout bonus. Like,
yeah, but Dennis didn't go there to win the fight, my guy.
Okay, you don't have to keep repeating the same thing. I understand that. I'm saying that I was there to watch a fight and I didn't get it. But I know why he didn't do it. Because he was just there for the paycheck.
No, but I'm telling you, he wasn't there for the paycheck. He was there to disrespect Logan and his fiance, my guy.
Definitely not. He was there for the paycheck. He already disrespected them on Twitter, fam.
I don't know, bro.
The end of the fight was pretty funny, though. Fucking all the security guards.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't a fight, dude. He didn't go there to fight Logan.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Right.
So why do you keep bringing it up?
Because that's the whole point of the thing.
No, but like I agree with you. So there's nothing to like argue about. It feels like you're attacking me that I'm disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you. Like what's with all this anger, fam? I'm just saying, like, I'm just trying to talk about the fight. Like the end of the fight was pretty funny because did Dylan slip? And then Logan tried to hit him on the ground, and then Dylan tried to kick him, and then like 50 security guards jumped in.
Yeah, I don't
and then
know,
Jake
bro.
Paul jumped in as well. That was funny as fuck.
The ending was a shit show for sure.
Yeah.
And he just walked out too and stuff. But
Mm-hmm.
I just found it really funny that Logan Paul had like 30 security guards.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I don't think Dylan Dennis is ever gonna fight again.
Well, no, this was his first time fighting boxing.
No, I'm talking about boxing. Maybe he can do like MMA or whatever jiu-jitsu he's doing, but I don't think he's gonna do boxing again. Because
Yeah, no, he won't.
after this performance, nobody's gonna wanna fight him. Not because of how bad his performance was, because he didn't try. You know what I mean?
It was not even that he didn't try. Logan Paul has been training for 2 years, and this guy only got like 4 months notice or whatever. Or 6 months notice to fight.
Yeah.
So you're gonna tell me that this guy is gonna beat Logan Paul, who's been training for 2 years?
Okay, but
And
like
is roided up and everything.
okay.
Obviously, he lost the fight. To
No,
Logan.
obviously, but like landing 9 punches is like, you know what I mean? I feel like he could have landed a bit more and threw a bit more, but he was going more for defense and stuff like that.
Yeah, but that's why I'm saying he won the war, because Logan Paul has so much training, 2 years, of like even more fighting experience, with like 2 years training and stuff for professional boxing. He's roided up. That's a given and stuff. And all Dennis had to do was put up his guard, and Logan didn't have an answer for the first like 3 rounds.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I'm not disagreeing with that. But what I'm saying is that nobody's gonna want to take him on a fight, like a boxing fight, because it's just a waste of time.
Well, yeah, but I don't even think he wants to do boxing.
Yeah, no, I think because he was injured for like 4 years with some knee thing.
He had
that's
like
why,
a knee surgery and shit, right?
That's why he wasn't fighting. Is it MMA or is it jiu-jitsu? Or
I don't know what he was doing. I don't know if he was in MMA or what. I have no idea.
I don't know. Anyways, that was kind of the shit show of that. Honestly, I think entertainment value was pretty high for that fight, but boxing value was pretty low for that fight. So I think it was kind of like, honestly, probably one of the worst fights of the night.
Well, one of the worst fights, but obviously like the best for like drama if you're into that.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So,
do you want to see Logan Paul fight again?
not really.
No, don't really have any.
Well, didn't he say we wanted to go to WWE or whatever?
He's already in WWE.
Well, he said he wanted to like focus more on that and less
Yeah,
boxing.
yeah.
And I don't watch fake wrestling. You know what
Bro, I actually don't understand WWE. Like, I've tried watching WWE and I don't get the hype. You know what I mean? Like, there's thousands and thousands of people that watch
You
it.
see, it used to be hype back in like the 80s when our dad watched that shit. Because they didn't know if it was real or fake at the time, right? But now everyone knows that shit's fake. And what makes WWE like interesting is the hype, like the characters, like having like villains and these good guys fighting the villains and with all the chairs and stuff. It's more of like a theatrical entertainment. It's not about like 2 guys going in a ring and seeing who's the better fighter. It's never about that. It's about the whole, theatrics of it.
It's like a show, basically.
Right. So.
I can see how people can like it, but I don't know. I don't think I can ever get into something like that. Because for me, I'm like, sport, I want to like, if it's boxing, soccer, basketball, like, I want to not know what's going to happen. And I want to see people get pushed to their limits, you know what I'm saying? And really show what they're made of, so. All right. Let's talk about, I think the fight that everyone wants to hear us talk about. Tommy Fury loses. Nope. KSI loses to Tommy Fury.
Yeah, I think the judges made the right call, to be honest.
Okay, so I was looking at like there's this guy who like talks about like the boxing stuff, Wade, and he did like a breakdown of the scorecard. And basically, so I'll give you the quick breakdown before we get into the fight. So there's 6 rounds. So KSI won the first round and the last round like pretty like strongly. You know what I mean?
Sure.
The first and last round was his. So it goes 10-9, 10-9. That's how it is. If you win, you get 10 points. And then the rest, not including the second round, the second round we'll talk about because that's the point deduction and the huge controversy, is Tommy Fury won. So he won
3 rounds.
3 rounds, and
KSI
then KSI won
2
2 rounds. So then the round that everyone's talking about is the round 2 because that's what the point deduction round.
Right.
So if KSI wins that round,
it's a draw.
No. It's 10-9 and then minus the 1 point, so it's a 10-8, right, for KSI. So therefore KSI would win. If Tommy Fury won that round, it would be 10-9. Tommy Fury minus 1 point, so 9-9.
Right.
So therefore Tommy Fury would win.
Okay.
And which is what ended up happening. So that's where the biggest debate comes from, because people are arguing that KSI won the second round, and then people are arguing that Tommy Fury won the second round with the point deduction. So it's not about the whole fight. The whole fight comes down to that second round. Whoever wins that second round wins the fight, because there's no draw unless the round is a draw, right? Unless it's like a 10-10 round and then the minus 1 makes it the you know what I mean, right?
Sure.
So do you remember kind of how the second round went with when he got hit in the back of the head and then he lost the point?
But then that goes to my problem with that last fight. It was 90% clenching, dude. That's why when you ask the question what I would get rid of or what would I change of the rules, I get rid of clenching. Because that whole fight was clenching. Which sucks, because like it was a really unentertaining fight to watch. Sure, KSI got some good hits in, and also Fury got some good hits in as well, better hits in than KSI. But they just were clenching.
I think it should have been a draw. Because at the end of the fight, they looked at the punch stats, and it was like 38 punches landed for KSI and then like 39 punches for Tommy Fury.
But that's the thing. Like, for me, like I would have been okay if they made it a draw or if Fury won. Like, if there was either those two like calls, I'd be okay with. Because I thought Fury fought better than KSI. But obviously, he got the point deducted, which, I mean, I understand fighting. This is why I hate clenching, because it's like when you're like bear hugging the guy and you're trying to punch the guy, where are you gonna hit the guy? In the back of the head? You know what I mean? Yeah. So like unless you're doing body shots, which would be better, then it's like, what are you even aiming for the head for?
Yeah, I know what you mean. KSI had a very unorthodox kind of form.
Well, that's the thing. KSI also fights like, I don't know, bro, like fucking like a monkey dude with this shit and stuff. Like,
he's like jumping around,
around and shit. I don't know what the fuck like guard he has and shit. And then it's like I don't know if their fighting styles like don't match in the sense of like they both take a step in and they just KSI goes low, Fury goes high, and they end up in a bear hug and shit.
But
like, I don't know.
My thought process is that since he's newer to the game of boxing, I think it's smarter to have a more unorthodox style. Because let's say KSI learned the exact same way that Tommy Fury learned. Tommy Fury is going to beat him every time. Because Tommy Fury has the more experience and has been doing this his whole life. But having this edge of actually like unorthodox style, it makes him a bit more unpredictable and makes it more difficult for Tommy Fury to handle.
I mean, I'm all for like different strategies and stuff. But, like, there's a reason why things are unorthodox and things are orthodox. Like, there's a reason why, like, there's, like, in games, there's, like, metas. Like, there's, like, the best, you know, strategies and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, sure, KSI almost beat Fury with an unorthodox strategy.
Which is insane if you think about it. Because Tommy Fury's been he's an actual boxer, you know what I mean? Like, and KSI has been doing this for maybe 3-4 years or something like that.
Yeah, but then it's like I don't know. I think if you spend 2 years like on anything, you can like become like a good professional, depending on what it is, right? Obviously, if you like, if you want to become like, I don't know, a gymnast, you need like 10 years to practice the flexibility and shit from when you're younger. But like, I feel like, and there's also like a lot of fighters who like start when they were like in their late 20s and stuff.
Hmm.
So it's not like
I think Tommy Fury won the fight, but I think KSI also won the fight, if that makes sense. Like, I don't think KSI lost the fight. In the sense of, like, he proved that he was a better fighter than people thought
I
he was.
disagree, because they were clenching most of the time. So for me, when I watch boxing, it's like, okay, when they're fighting, great. When they clench, I like turn off my brain, because it's like, okay, they're clenching, it's not fighting anymore. I'm just waiting for them to tire themselves out and go back to fighting.
Yeah,
So
but
when
it
they're
is part
when they're
of fighting,
clenching for
fam.
90% of the time, well, it's fighting, but it's not fighting, bro.
It
Maybe-
is. That's a part. Like, that has to be. That's probably a part of his strategy or something. You know, that's like, it's a part of the game. You have to be skillful when you're clenching to hit them in the body and stuff. Like, it is still fighting.
I just don't like clenching.
Just because you don't like something doesn't mean it's not like a part of the game. And part
Yeah,
of the
but
sport.
it's but there's even rules where you can't clench too much, or if you go for clenching, then you get points deducted.
Yeah.
Which means that it's something that's not like encouraged in fight
Yeah.
in the fight.
Yeah, it's not encouraged, but it's still something that happens.
Right, but then if it's not encouraged, like I can't determine who's a better fighter based on who clenches better.
Hmm.
Like why like watching people get knocked out and knocked down, because like, oh, this guy knocked that guy down, he's the bigger man. Why? Because he's still standing. But if they're both hugging each other,
Bro,
then it's
like they just like love each other, man. They want to give each other hugs.
but then that's fine, but that's not fighting, you know what I mean?
Bro, just chill, okay?
Shut the fuck up, bro.
Just chill.
So, so that's why when I looked at the fight and I saw that Tommy Fury had better strikes than KSI, that's how I determined that, okay, if someone would win, it would be, Fury, because he had the better strikes than
just because
KSI.
someone has better strikes doesn't necessarily mean they win the fight, because just because it looks better doesn't mean the other person doesn't do the same thing but do it differently. You know what I mean?
No, but when I mean better strikes, I don't mean looks. I mean like hits.
Well, KSI had 38 hits, Tommy Fury had 39 hits, so it's only one extra, fam.
But one extra is still more.
Bro,
Like, what?
Stop! Nah, you're actually pissing me off with that one, fam. One extra does not determine if someone beats them or not in a fight. Like, nah. Alright, let's just chill, because
If I beat someone in swimming by 1 second,
that's totally different, though. They're not... the judges don't score it based off of, okay, this guy has one extra punch, so he wins the fight. No, it's by the rounds.
okay, and who won more rounds?
Again, the debate is the second round, fam.
I don't know, bro. I felt like KSI was hitting the guy in the back of the head too and stuff. So, because they were clenching too much. But we'll
Low
move
key
on.
though, I gotta respect their physical condition, because I don't think none of them got tired in any of their fights. Not any of their fights. KSI versus Tommy Fury
Well,
specifically.
Tommy Fury is a professional boxer, and he fought 6 rounds. Boxing is 12 rounds usually, no? So
no, it's like 10 to 12.
okay, but that's like double the
Yeah,
rounds
but
he
you
did.
have to like go up. You know what I mean? Like, this is only his 10th fight. I'm pretty sure Tommy's not fighting 12 rounds. He's probably fighting 8 to 10 normally, I would assume.
But this is still below his like.
For sure.
Average.
But this is KSI's like what, 4th fight? Like,
No. Yes. What I'm saying is that Tommy Fury has better stamina, or should be better, have an advantage, because he's doing less rounds than what he normally does.
yeah. But KSI looks pretty good though throughout the whole fight. Like, he didn't look tired at all. So
Oh yeah, I don't think they gassed out either, because
that's the
it's
best.
pretty hard to gas out when you're hugging each other for 90% of the fight.
Okay, man. But I think that's always the best, when like the fight is like the fighters never get gassed, because it like they stay like they stay ready to punch. So
Well, that's why the lightweight fights are fun to watch because they have pretty good stamina.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Twitter's been going off though. Like everyone is saying that KSI should have won the fight, but I don't know if that's just because they're biased because of, he has so many more fans than Tommy Fury. But
I don't think he should have won the fight. If anything, they should have just been a draw and that's it. Because if he won the fight, it would have been he won because of the -1 or whatever.
Yeah.
Which is like, and then when he's gonna talk shit about that, like it's like a 1 point advantage he won over.
Yeah.
So it's like either they each have a 1 point advantage that they won over, and this controversy. I think there's less controversy if Tom Fury won than if KSI won. But yeah, if you want it to be actually like, then yeah, like it should have been a draw.
Yeah.
Right.
It should have been a draw.
But personally, I'm okay with Tommy Fury winning. So
fair enough. Do you want to see them fight again, or do you want to see KSI fight someone else, Tommy Fury fight someone else?
No, I mean Tom Fury even said that he's done with this. Like,
it's Tommy, not Tom, but yeah. My bad.
Tommy is the same name.
William, Bill,
No.
same.
That's not the same shit, bro.
How about KSI though?
Well, I'm sure he's gonna fight again. I don't know.
I think the
the
KSI Jake Paul fight is next.
You think so?
I think so.
I mean, they both lost to Tom Fury, right?
By like split decision, basically.
So
I think that's like the fight to watch because the top two right now, like everyone's debate is like who's better, KSI or Jake Paul. Like that's been the debate for like 2-3 years now. So if that can get put into fruition for 2024, then that would be a fire fight, and I would definitely pay to watch that fight legally. Let's talk about the commentators a bit, because one thing I remember yesterday during the fight is all the boys were beefing the commentators for some reason.
Well, I mean, obviously it's KSI's event. I swear it's KSI's and Logan Paul's event.
It's not. Logan Paul doesn't own any shares in Misfits.
Anyway, but since they're like partners
in Prime, that's a totally different product.
But they're like boys, right?
Kind of.
What was I saying?
I don't know, fam, about the announcers, brother.
Yeah, the announcers. I mean, they're completely biased towards Logan Paul and KSI.
You think?
I think so, yeah. Well, for the Logan Paul fight, 100%.
Well, I think because the commentators are boxers themselves, they wanted to see an actual boxing match. So when Dylan was kind of playing around and not trying, they kind of got triggered and just like, started like just praising Logan. But that's kind of just how I thought about it. But I don't know. I feel like the announcers were kind of mid, honestly.
Mid in what sense?
Mid is like, I wanted a better in-depth analysis over the fights.
Of what? The fights that weren't fights, bro? Like, I just thought that I didn't really care about them, like, saying, like, their fight, like, commenting about what happened in the fight.
Mm-hmm.
I was just more, like, surprised of, like, with what they were saying about, like, sucking,
What do you mean by
Logan Paul off and shit.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, what would you say your final takeaways is from like the whole event and everything? First of all, did you like the event? Like the whole thing? How was it streamed? And like,
Yeah, I mean, I usually like watching like fights. I don't like watching them by myself, but if I get mans to come over and like we have like
Yeah, it was pretty chill, honestly.
The boys and stuff watching.
Boys.
It's fun,
And I think it was pretty well like presented as well. Like,
Well, there wasn't any commercials. It was just like highlights and like the I guess the hype, like the stories of like the fighters before they actually fight and stuff, which is fine, right?
Yeah. Would you watch another Misfits boxing match?
I guess it depends, man. It depends who's actually fighting. Because I was invested in this one a bit because of the whole drama of Logan Paul and Dennis or whatever. But other than that, I don't know, bro. I just wanted to see Logan Paul knock out either Dennis because Dennis was talking shit about his fiance, or I mean, I saw exactly like what I want to see out of that fight. Either Logan Paul wins by knocking Dennis out, or Dennis wins by not trying and intimidating Logan Paul.
Sure.
Because you already know Dennis is gonna go home and post the next picture of the guy that his fiance's been with.
Bro, I think Dylan is probably done with that at that point. I don't think Man's gonna keep posting. If he does, like,
no, but I'm saying he can keep posting.
he can,
and Logan can't do anything about it.
I guess, but like,
you know what I mean?
I don't know if he will. Probably not.
No,
I saw some tweets. He tweeted him getting the one punch he got on Logan in that fight. He tweeted out. It had like 66K likes or some shit. Freaking meme head ass. But nah, that shit was funny. Yeah. Is there anything else you want to talk about the fight, or are you good?
No, I think we're good.
All right, I got 2 games for us today. And they're revolving around the fighting theme. So if you guys are new to the podcast, at the end of every after we finish our top of the discussion, we usually play some games. And this one is gonna be a fun one, so you guys should stick around. I'm gonna name an animal. So this game is called "Can You Beat This Animal in a Fight?"
Bro.
So I'm gonna name an animal, and you're gonna tell me if you can beat it in a fight. All right. Crocodile.
Crocodile, but where?
Okay, let's say it's like
in water. No. Okay.
Let's say that you're in an arena, like a Rome
gladiator
type shit. Like you and the fucking animal there. One of you getting out. You know what I mean? It's you or the other guy, or you or the other animal. So crocodile.
I think I could fight a crocodile. But see, there's a technique to it, and it's a 50-50 fight. Okay.
That's actually good. Every animal, I want you to give your percentage on what are the odds.
Because, with the crocodile, right, if it's on land, those fuckers are still fast.
Yeah.
Right? But if I can somehow get on its back and close its jaw, then I could... Or if I get on its back, then I can, choke it out or, stab in the eyes or some shit and, kill it. But... Because, they have one of the strongest bite force,
So you say 50% chance you beat it?
Probably.
All right. Can you beat this animal in a fight? Grizzly bear.
Fucking no. Are you stupid? No, not a chance.
What are the odds you beat it?
0. What do you mean? There's no chance. Dude.
All right.
A grizzly bear is a walking tank, dude. They literally weigh between 600 and 1,200 pounds, depending on the species and where it's from. And, dude, they're so strong. One swipe of a bear can kill a fucking moose, bro. I am dead.
Okay. I just wanted to see how delusional you were. If you were not,
I'm not delusional, bro.
Is there any kind of bear you could beat or no?
A koala bear, bro. The fuck?
Okay.
No.
All right.
Even black bear, no.
Can you beat this animal in a fight? Hyena.
One hyena.
One hyena. What are the odds you beat it?
I don't know how big they are, bro. They're little fucks.
Mm-hmm.
But the problem with hyenas... Well, first of all, those fuckers are I forgot the fighter's name. Who's the guy who laughs and smiles? The fucking People's Champ, whatever guy.
Salt Poppy?
Yeah. Hyenas are like that fucking guy.
What?
Because hyenas... They laugh and smile and shit, bro. So you already know I'm gonna get aggravated by.
So you didn't answer the question. Yes, no, or and then what's your percentage?
Okay, hyena depends on which species of hyena. Because
let's just say general hyena, like the first thing that comes, like the one from the zoo or whatever you see. You know what I mean? Like you're just taking this off face value, bro.
I think I have a good 1/3 chance, 33% chance of winning. It's pretty low.
So you think you have a higher chance of beating a crocodile than a hyena?
Well, yeah, because 1, crocodiles on land is easier, okay? 2, hyenas can crush bone with their,
I think I could beat a hyena.
You're delusional, bro.
I don't know, man.
It depends on what. If it's a male hyena, then yeah, because those are smaller. But an alpha female... No.
So you said you can't beat the male, but you can get beat by the female. All right.
Well, that's because hyenas the female hyenas are actually bigger than the males, and it's weird in hyenas, like in their like tribes or whatever, their clans, it's the females that are the leaders in the hierarchy.
Yeah.
Right, which is interesting.
All right, let's go to the next one. Can you beat this animal in a fight? Kangaroo.
I think I have a good 80% chance of beating a kangaroo in a fight.
Really? I don't know. It's kind of weird because they kind of have their own boxing technique, low-key, you know what I'm saying? The kangaroos.
Yeah, but they're like, I mean, sure, they're strong, and if that fucker like kicks me, dude, I'm down, right? But
you might have to do some MMA shit, like jump behind.
If
like,
I can
choke
like boxing with that thing, fuck no. Okay, if I take that shit down and wrestle with it, then I have a good chance, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't think they bite. They might though. But like, if I can get my hands around its neck, then it's GG, dude.
All right. Last one. Can you beat this animal in a fight? Cheetah. I wanted to throw a curveball in here because I feel like nobody's ever thought about this before.
Can I beat a cheetah in a fight?
Like, how aggressive are cheetahs realistically?
Cheetahs are like dogs. They are the least aggressive big cat.
They're just really fast.
They're just really fast. They're like really they're basically like house cats. Like one of the easiest like cats to like not domesticate, but I guess like, is it domesticate the term?
Maybe.
Like, you know, like in the zoos they have them, like
Yeah.
it's cheetahs. Cheetahs are so chill and everything,
So,
right?
what are the odds you beat it, or would you beat it?
I'd say I have a I think I have a pretty good chance. I think maybe like a 70% chance of beating a cheetah. Because they're pretty like, they're not that aggressive as cats, right? And their mouths aren't that big, right?
Yeah.
And cats are more for like slicing flesh, like with their teeth, I'm pretty sure, than actually crushing bone. So I would probably get like clawed up and fucked up, right?
Yeah.
But if I can somehow, I'm pretty sure I could kick it to death. Because like,
all right, you don't have to get logistics of how you're gonna do it, but
plus they're also like, they're not that muscular.
yeah,
Because they're more for speed, so they're more aerodynamic.
sure.
It's not like a mountain lion. Fuck no, dude. Like those things are muscular.
Yeah.
But like, or like a jaguar, cougar, no. But like a cheetah, I think okay, maybe 60% chance of beating a cheetah. Right.
All right. Fair enough. That was kind of the segment there. I thought it was a pretty fun one to kind of go and talk about. But yeah,
said grizzly bear. I thought I had a chance, dude.
I don't know. I didn't know how delusional you're gonna be, bro. I feel like low-key some people be like, yo, I can beat that shit. All right. Let's finish off the podcast with a classic final game. Top 5 fighter draft. So basically we're gonna name fighters, and then we're gonna see who has the better list. You guys let us know in the comments who had the better list. So you can start off.
You sure?
You want me to start off? I'll start off.
I'll give you the start off, bro.
I'll start off. Thank you, sir. I'm gonna go with Muhammad Ali, the GOAT, the greatest of all time.
In boxing, yeah.
So fighters like MMA or like boxing, right? Like,
well, we'll do like fighters in general.
Yeah.
Like professional fighting. Right?
Professional, unless you want to like throw a curveball in there, but I don't know, like Zerka. No.
Yeah, dude, good one. Zerko was a fucking bouncer, bro. He ain't no professional.
He's a fighter, though.
Oh, he's the best street fighter I know. I'm gonna go with John Jones.
Okay.
He's the GOAT of UFC.
UFC.
So, yeah.
All right. I'm gonna keep the boxing going. I'm gonna take Mike Tyson.
Okay.
You know, I feel like it's like the discussion is like Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson for boxing. So
I feel like you're gonna have a boxers list, and I'm gonna have an MMA's list, dude.
maybe.
I'm gonna go with Conor McGregor.
I wanted to take Conor McGregor, bro. I'm triggered. Okay, bro. Okay, fine. I'm gonna take one of the MMA guys. I'm gonna go with Khabib.
Oh, I was gonna say Khabib.
Man's
next.
undefeated, bro.
Yeah, Khabib's a really good
undefeated,
fighter, really good grappler and wrestler.
I gotta pick my mans.
I'm gonna go with let me see my list here.
Oh, man's came prepared today.
Because I'm bad with names, so I don't remember everything. I'm gonna go with Israel Adesanya, bro. Stylebender.
Oh yeah.
He's a pretty good fighter in the MMA.
He's alright. Alright, not bad. So that was what, your fourth pick or your
Third
third?
pick.
Third. Alright, so I'm on my fourth
Yeah.
here. Who do I want to go with? There's like, do I want to go with? I don't want to pick another. You know what? I'm gonna go with Tyson Fury. You know, because that guy is lit. He's he's Tommy Fury, but like 100x, bro. That guy, goated. I gotta go with Tyson.
I'm gonna pick my boy from Poland, the Polish power, Jan Blachowicz, dude. Okay. He's a MMA fighter. Is it like light heavyweight, I think? When I would watch MMA, I would usually watch when he was like main card.
Yeah.
Right, so.
All right. I got two.
Who's your last one?
Okay, I have two. I have one fun one and one like serious one. So
You can only pick one.
I can only pick
Only
one.
pick one. Go pick.
I don't know if I should do it for the memes or not. I might just do it for the memes. All right, my final pick. He's the greatest kickboxer of all time, Andrew Tate.
You know what's crazy? I was gonna pick.
No! No, shot.
Yeah.
Actually,
I was gonna pick.
That's funny as fuck. You gotta do it for the memes, bro.
Hey man, you know. So okay, from my last one for the memes, dude.
No. You gotta pick the good boxer left that I didn't pick.
No, bro. What?
Fine.
Well, I'm gonna pick a good boxer.
Go.
Dylan Dennis.
Okay. Man just lost the draft right there.
The GOAT.
Okay.
The greatest intimidator of all time, bro.
Okay. Bro, I was going to pick Floyd Mayweather because, you know.
You should have picked him then, dude.
But I wanted to go for the memes. I didn't know you had Andrew Tate under your sleeves, bro. Bro. But no, Floyd Mayweather's like, what, 50-0 or some shit? So
I don't know, bro.
Man's gonna pick that and pick Dylan Dennis. Okay, well, let us know in the comments who had the better list for top 5 fighters. But yeah, I think that's where we're gonna end it off today, sir.
I think so, brother.
I think honestly, this was probably one of my most favorite podcasts we've done so far. So
It was very entertaining. To be
I think I might low-key like post it early. You know what I mean? Get it out
Yeah.
quickly as possible while the hype's still up. But yeah, thank you guys for watching the podcast, Fly Under the Radar. New episodes every Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
Who's ready to rumble?